In this video, we're going to learn how to make this awesome boutique flyer design in Canva. So let's jump right to Canva and do that now. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is to create a new page, and we're using the Instagram portrait size. So we're going to come here and just click on that. And once our page is open, we're going to paste in our design element. Okay, now that we have all of them here, so the first thing we're going to do is to start working with our background. Our background, I use this image, so I'm going to drag it into our design, and I'm going to make it really big. Okay, and before making it really big, our background, let's select it to be black. Okay, completely black. So this one, I'm going to drag it on top, and we're going to make the opacity to be around 30, 31, 32, thereabout. Okay, something like this. Okay, and now that we have this as our background, we're going to come more into our design, and we're going to keep dragging things. Okay, other things we can do for the background is these lights. Okay, but we're not going to use them now. We're going to use them later on because I don't want them to start I don't want to start fighting with all of them. I have my text here, but I discovered that I find it very difficult copying our text, so I already have them here too for easy copy. So I'm just going to come here and copy our text. So I'm going to, let me drag this logo. Okay, this is our logo for our boutique. Okay, so I'm just going to paste our text, which is our name. And now what we have is this. For our font, we're going to use this accident grotesque. Okay, this one here, and that's what we're going to be using. So I'm going to make this one big, and I'm going to make it bold. I'm just going to break it down a little bit, and I'm going to alt drag to copy. Then I'm going to take this down a little bit. So let's come back here, and I'm going to say new arrival. Okay, and I'm just going to paste. Okay, I'm going to track this one, something like that. I'm going to make it all caps. Okay, and I'm just going to take it down. I'm still going to track it again. Okay, select. I'm going to remove the boldness, and I'm going to center align it. Okay, now that we have this, let's go back to our text. I'm going to copy the whole of this, Ctrl C, come back, alt drag this, make it smaller, and I'm just going to paste it. I'm going to select all, and I'm going to remove all of the boldness. I'm going to internalize it, and now what we have is this. Okay, I'm just going to position this here. Okay, for our text color, we're going to come back to that later on, but because we're going to make some gradient text here. But let's make let's put other of our elements. So let's come here, come to frame, and we're going to bring in a rectangular frame. Let's use this one. So we're going to scale this one down, and we're going to position it somewhere. We're going to alt drag it to make a duplicate of it. Okay, and now what we have is this. I'm going to select both of them and just scale it down a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to alt drag both of them to make a copy of them, and let it be this close, and I'm going to alt drag again to make another copy. Okay, so what I can do now is to bring in all of these images, because those are the things we'll be putting in them. Okay, so I'm going to drag them here in no particular order, because most times the reason why this one is good is because when working with clients, most times they will send you their own images. So it's better you just create something like this that you can just replace in case they send you another one, unless what they sent you is a very good photograph image that have already been masked out, or you can mask out. We're going to make another one here just to give you an example. Okay, so we have all this now, so I'm just going to drag let's just keep dragging them into. So I'm going to adjust this. Let's keep dragging them into the frame, and let's drag this one here, let's drag this one here, let's drag this one here, let's drag this one here and here. Okay, now we have this. So we're going to bring in a shape, rectangle, click arrow on my keyboard, and now what I can do, I'm going to make this pure white. Okay, let's make it white, and now we're going to drag it somewhere here, like this, and I'm going to like this. I'm going to round off the edge. Okay, and I'm going to send this to the back. Come to position, come to layer. I'm going to drag it behind all the images, okay, that we've made. Cool. So now we're going to take the opacity. I'm going to drag it to about 20, 18, 19, thereabout. Okay, something like this. Okay, cool. And we're going to make a copy of it. We're going to alt drag because we're going to be using it too for something different. And let's make a copy, a duplicate of it. This one, we're going to remove the opacity. We're going to make it completely opaque, and we're going to drag it down like this, something like this. Okay, and this one, we're going to reduce it in size. Okay, we don't want it to be as big as the first one, so we're going to make this one like this. Let's drag this one a little bit down. Okay, this one, let's make our gradient or our text first, so that because we want to make a duplicate of it, and that gradient is going to run through most of all what we're going to be doing. So let's just make the gradient. Okay, I already have the default here, which is this one, but how did I get there? Because it actually came from this default color you're seeing here, came from this logo. But how did I get it? It's very simple. Your color is completely orange. Okay, then you come here, then you come to gradient. So any color that is here that is going to automatically pick for you, just make it white. Okay, so it's going to make fade from orange to white. Okay, and now we can make a copy of this, and we're going to use it for we deal on, which is this text we deal on. So I'm going to copy that and just come here and paste. Okay, we deal on. So let me zoom in. Let's make some adjustment here. Okay, let there be space when you're placing some object. Create space, micro spacing. Okay, don't make your text look like this inside your box. Don't let it be too close to the edge of your box. Always create that space in there. Okay, so that you can maintain proper spacing on your design. So what we can do now again is we're going to make a copy of this because we're going to be using it again. Make a copy. Okay, and just reduce it this way, drag it down a bit, and we're going to make it one more. Okay, this time we are going to reduce it, and we're going to change the color of this one. We're going to remove the opacity, and come to color. Just scroll down till you see this default orange gradient. Okay, this is what we're going to be using for our city, which is all done now. Then this one is going to be for our contact. Okay, just to bring all our elements before we start doing all that placement, I'm going to drag these two, select both of them and just drag them into your design. Okay, now we have this, so we're going to make this pedestal, okay, into or base into something like this. In case you're looking for something like, you just search for pedestal in your design element. Just search for pedestal. Okay, it's going to give you a whole lot. Okay, yes, you've seen a whole lot of them. Okay, these are pretty ones that you can use. Okay, that's just by the way. So let's place our shoe. Like sometimes client can do a good photograph photo. You can use something like this and just place it somewhere here, and it's just going to perfectly fit well. In case you're looking for sneakers too that you can use for practice, just type sneakers. Okay, you're going to see awesome sneakers, okay, that you can use to practice. Okay, let's continue. We're going to drag this, and we're going to use this as all down now. Okay, all down now. We're going to put the exclamation mark. I'm going to select all. I'm going to make it all white. Okay, so it can be visible. Okay, now that we have all this, we have all our contacts. So I'm going to bring in what we deal on. Okay, I'll copy all this, and let's use this. Let's drag it, bring it to the top by using my Control left bracket, then Control V to paste it. I'm going to select all. I'm going to flush to the left. I'm going to bring the bullet point in, and I'm going to remove this last one. I'm going to select all. I'm going to make it all black. Okay, once that is done, I'm going to position it somewhere here. Okay, we can make it bigger. Okay, and I'm going to show you one technique today in case you're always finding it difficult to maintain white space. I use that a lot, so I'm going to show you today because I find it difficult to maintain white space sometimes. So there's a trick to that. So just stick with me. So we have this now. I'm going to drag it, which is going to be our contact us. Okay, I'm going to come to let's copy them one after the other. Control V. I'm going to drag it, and now we have these two. I'm going to copy them both of them at the same time because they are close. I'm going to select all, flush to the left, and now what we got is this. Okay, most times I would prefer this to be a social media handle, and sometimes social media handle can be long, okay, than normal. So you're just going to maintain that. So we're going to bring in these two icons, drag them into our design, and we can scale down, zoom in, scale down, and keep scaling down until you get this right size. Okay, now we are almost done with this design. So let's align things properly, and now I'm going to move that to the side. I'm going to change all this to all white because we may lose some visibility there. Okay, now let's scale them at the same time so that we can maintain same size. Okay, we can make this one italics and make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so now what we have is this. Okay, now to maintain white space, I think my design is quite okay, but I just want to show you this trick. Okay, what you can do, so select all of your design, all of your elements, and just scale it down. Okay, this is going to automatically shift all of your design inside and create a whole room on the outside. Okay, but you have to be careful when you're doing this because some of your text might become smaller and might be difficult to read. And when you're working on Instagram size, make sure that at least the minimum you can go with your text size should be at least 15. Now we have here as 20, so it's readable. We have here as 19, is readable. We have here 16, is readable. But we're going to remove this boldness, okay, so that it can be more readable. And I'm going to work on the spacing because since it's small text, you might end up not seeing it. Okay, this is supposed to be a website, but let's say this is an Instagram handle. We'll probably not have this www dot, okay, because I want to create that sizing. Let's track it again. Let's bring it close, and now we can. Okay, but there are people who their Instagram handle can be real that long. Okay, I don't advise you guys when creating your accounts you get long handle because sometimes people don't really type, but if they want to type, please don't stress them with long stuff. Okay, unless you might just lose them. People don't type, they just click. Okay, I think that's okay. And now what we have now is to use our lights, which is these two elements. We also have one here. We're just going to drag this one here, and we're going to position this one here. We're going to bring this one in. We're going to drag it into our design. We're going to make it real big. Okay, don't be scared to make it big. I'm going to position it somewhere here, and this last one we're going to bring it in here, and we're going to make it real big. And now we're going to position it somewhere here. Okay, then I'm noticing that our pedestal, in fact, somebody one of you asked me a question yesterday about if all our elements will have to be in the design to be able to create nice white space. Okay, now this is a good example of what I mean. You don't have to. Okay, like this part now that I'm about to do now, you can see that this part of the design is cut off. Okay, it's outside, it's bleeding into the outside. Okay, while everything here stays inside the design, but this part is kind of going out. So yeah, you can do it strategically, so not everything has to be in your frame. Some things can actually just be outside, and that's what we are seeing here. And you have to be careful while doing that, because this shape, you can tell from the way it looks that okay, this is This is not an object I really want you to see, but you can tell that it's a base, it's a pedestal, it's something that was placed there, and this object was placed on it. While this one seemed to be hidden, but the main product I want to show is in here. It can be an image of a person, that part of the body is being cut out, but the full head and the main body is still here. Okay, so you just have to learn to do that properly so that you don't miss the message you want to send to people. So what I can do now, I'm noticing a lot of adjustment I need to make, and I'm just going to position all this one. Okay, let me push this on the side and let's adjust all this. Okay, and I'm going to bring this one up. This roundness, I'm going to round it off completely. And maybe I can just make it consistent with all these ones, then drag it so that it matches with the edge of this one. Then select all these and make them a little bit bigger. And I'm trying to maintain these alignments. Shift arrow, and let me see. Okay, we have this alignment. Then for our logo, let's bring it a little bit up. Then for our text, let's make it a little bit bigger than this one. Okay, this one does not have that gradient yet, so let's come to color. Let's just select it from here. Okay, then this one too, the same thing. Okay, all right, so that brings us to the end of the video. Hope you find it helpful. Do your assignment and submit. You have all the design elements. I'd like to see what you make, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.